Hello. Alright, let me catch up on chat. Also, let me know if you can hear and see. Okay. So, hi Sarah, hi Val, hi Ginger, hi Lana, hi Mikey, hi Diane, hi Patricia. Oh, by the way, Patricia, did you get the mail I sent you? Hey, Misha, hi. Hi, Anna. Hi, Joy. Hi, Bugs Paint. Hi, Maureen. All right. All right, I'm all caught up. Hello, hi Ukuni. Hi guys, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I wanted to quickly catch up with the live stream that added fuel to the fire of the Primatek drama. Yeah, babysitting has to take priority. Fanny! Oh my gosh, hi! Hey! It's nice to see you. Yes, the mail arrived and I'm thrilled. Did the mail I sent you arrive? Not yet, I think. I checked my PO box yesterday. Ideally, I think I should have set it up that we can sort of watch the live stream together so that we all know the same stuff. Even my hubs who has zero interest in watercolor has been up in drama. Oh, that's so kind, Fanny. Thank you so much. I hope you've been doing well. Uh-oh, what drama? Okay. So, the whole thing stems from... hi, Lise! Stems from observing the Primatek color that Daniel Smith offer. So, if you are not familiar with it, the Primatek colors, it's their range that has... Oh, hold on, I kept those actually. I sent it to you the day after we chatted on Instagram. Hold on. What are those? Oh no, what's this? Oh no. Damn it! Okay, hold on. Trying to do a billion things. Send it to you the day after. Maybe I got it. I have terrible memory. Hold on, let me... Okay. Oh, was it the sketchbook? Because if so, yes, I've got it. Okay. So, just quickly, I wanted to grab my Primatek paints, which are these guys. That's good. What are those? Viridian? Oh no. Oh no. Even more of the... Oh. Hey, Otto. Is Otto in there? Ah, bugger. That's when you know your system is not great. Crapo. What are those? Ah, so many. No. Oh, boogie. Yeah, oh, boogie big time. Really big poo. Yeah, me too. I predict that I was about to do her happy dance. Yep. I found all of those. Yikes. But okay, let's find a place where I can dump those. Oh, a box. Let's have a giggle. Let's have a giggle and a cry. All right. These are the Primatek colors. Basically, the main idea is to have this range of paints that is called something something genuine. The something something is often a stone, but there's a couple, I think, that it's like maybe some like Minnesota pipestone genuine, bloodstone genuine, garnet genuine, hematite violet genuine. Basically, you get the idea, right? This one is it's a really big offender, a Amazonite genuine. But yeah, basically is that if you look at these colors, they're really nice. They're quite strong, actually. And some people have been sort of wondering how it's possible to get this vibrancy of color from these pigments. And since it seems to be pretty difficult to obtain, the logical consequence of that is to maybe propose that they use other pigments in addition to the genuine stuff that's in there. And it's a big issue because these paints are all super expensive. Well, most of them are super expensive. And you get the impression that you pay extra because you get paint made from pigments, stone that are ground down into pigments and bound into gum arabic to make watercolor. So that's the basic premise of this. And people are really bothered because, I mean, it's really expensive, and some people have made tests with a microscope, and the claim is not backed up by what the person can see on the microscope. So basically, this is on top of the 96. I had to send her a couple of tube extra in a different package, so it was over 96 tubes. Not to brag or anything, it's just I counted them when I was packing stuff and I was like, blimey. Did you all say the Frugal Crafter is the one who exposed this? I didn't know about that. That's not called pigment. Pint. Yeah, the person who does the... I put the link in the description. If it's not there, you can probably refresh and get the links. One is the link to the geologist on Instagram who did the microscope pictures, and the other link is to the live stream that Daniel Smith did recently that Elizher found. And they also provided really useful timestamps. So basically what the Daniel Smith dude says is that he uses not stone specimen but stone masses, and as such that sort of implies that there are going to be impurities in the pigment, and that it will then make it so that the paint is not 100% the stone it says it is. The other side of this is that, for example, the geologist, they tested Amazonite, and it contains about 10% actual stone in it, and the rest is like PG7 or something. Fishite, if it has phthalo green in it, it's a really light mint color, so there's something else too. Hey, Paulo, hi! Who came in that I didn't say hi to? Well, hi guys. Otto! Otto! Look what I found! Look what I found! More! I don't know why, but I had some in another box somewhere. I think it's because these are like more granulating colors, and at some point I had a plan that made me separate the two. Oh, I got all of those. More DS paints, yes. They can't really say for certain what pigment is in there. They can only see that there is stone and something else. Yeah, I think they were able to sort of, for one color that is the purpurite genuine, the geologist person was able to mull their own purpurite from actual stone, and they made paint out of that, and then they compared views under the microscope of their handmade 100% purpurite paint and the purpurite genuine from Daniel Smith. And sort of the consensus between customers seems to be that most people wouldn't mind if Daniel Smith was perhaps a bit more transparent about the process. And also, people were like, if they had named them like inspired by amethyst, inspired by whatever stone, that would have sort of been more easy to accept, in the sense that you don't get told that something is genuine stone and then find out it's not. They never said it was purely made from those metals, but if you look at the tubes, if you grab any one of those, it says like pigment, genuine cyclorite, vehicle gum arabic solution, and that's it. So yeah, they don't say it contains other stuff, but the fact that they don't say it makes it a bit misleading. Even contains genuine amethyst would be better than pigments genuine amethyst. I agree. So that's kind of the bother. Like, take a color like jadeite. I've made paint from jade pigment, and it has, I don't know if it's two different stones and that has nothing to do with one another, but I mean, They all say pigment, genuine, whatever, and vehicle gum arabic solution. It's always that. Genuine amazonite, and we know that's not the case. Like even this one, it's Mayan Blue Genuine. It says pigment, genuine Mayan Blue. Like what? It's dodgy marketing indeed. Even tried to say they mined Maya Blue. Oh no. Hey, YZ, hi. Hi Sam, hi guys. Hey Phoebe, hi. Yeah, they're all like that. Pigment is like genuine stone. It's a bit annoying because, let's see. I got a better idea. I'm gonna roll over here. Sorry. Been away for 3 weeks and missed y'all. We missed you too. I'm still very new to watercolors. I'm still learning about the pigment thing. So in short, Daniel Smith is saying it's made from something. Yeah, that's kind of the rough idea. It's like they promote these paints with very fancy blurbs of text saying that they are made from this fancy stone that has this kind of history and blah blah blah. And turns out that the fancy stone is only a tiny fraction of the paint itself, but the price doesn't follow that logic. That's the part that's annoying. I don't know, Daniel Smith is still super expensive in Mexico, so I'm afraid it's going to be to get one tube. If you have access to other stuff, by all means. I mean, there's not one solution in terms of paint. The best solution is to get whatever pro range that is easy for you to find and within your budget. This is really going to be annoying to the shaman painters who have been making spirit. Oh no! Oh no! Otto's description of the Daniel Smith description is my favorite. Yeah, that was hilarious. You know Daniel Smith is never going to address this, right? They are awful at interacting with customers. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, so that, let's see. The number here is the series, so the price point. And there are a lot of them that are series 4. There's series 5. I don't think, yeah, Lapis Lazuli series 5, Sleeping Beauty, Turquoise Genuine series 5. Though, I would say, I think seeing their Lapis Lazuli, it's so bad. I think that one is probably genuine. That one has to be genuine because it's so bad. It's so grey and dull. Oh my gosh. But anyway, joke aside. I'm trying to see if there's a series... Oh, there is one series 1 here. Mummy Bauxite. It's basically like natural iron oxides. It only means that they grabbed some sort of soil in some place and made it into paint. Like, hey, Tsukaboo, hi. Don't laugh. I have done some research for some of the Aura readers in the Austin areas, and this was a big... Oh no. There was a stream and they said something like, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Do they mind mummies? Oh no. But yeah, basically, even if you look at those, like that's a printout of the chart, the Daniel Smith chart. So it's been printed. But this strength of color is not exactly representative of the colors themselves when you use them. And yeah, that's the kerfuffle. Well, I know that for me, I will not renew any tube of Primatek that I have. I don't use them a lot either way, so I don't know if I'll ever run out, but if I were to run out, I don't think I would buy a new one. And it's not necessarily in light of whatever came out recently. I think it's just that they're not that useful when you do illustration. I find personally, I'm not good at using them. And you can get some really nice, like I think that in terms of having special paints that have a special effect, I think that Schminke did better. And also Roman Schmal has great paints that are made from stone that look more like they're made from actual stone. You got some Roman Schmal, Fanny, yay! And White Knights, oh, that's great! Oh, I'm so glad. I'm sure you will like them. They're great paints. I think the only color I use from the Primatek range is Jadeite. I really like Sodalite, to be honest, like that kind of moody blue, but eh. Hey, DJ, hi. Which colors did you get, Fanny, if I can ask? I'm always excited. When people get awesome paints, I'm always like super psyched. Like candy. Yeah, don't eat that. This is the first time I'm on live here finally. Hey, welcome! Hides are pretty excellent box. Oh, I mean, some of the most like affordable yet good paints don't necessarily come with pigment info. It really depends on what you want to do with them. I'm just trying to finish my cup of coffee. I got like 18 at random that I found pretty. That's a good way to pick color, honestly. If not the best way. A friend scolded me for not getting some primary colors. So now... Oh, wait. What kind of primary colors is your friend scolding you for not getting? White Knights is a 36 color set. Ooh, that's really awesome. It's funny to find you all here, my favorite YouTube. Oh, it is a nice community. Definitely. Warm blue and yellow. Mostly blues. Okay. Have you got a good magenta in there? Okay, let's switch gear to water. All right. So my painting plan for today was to dig out this palette of... Oops, I wet them, that's true. That's the sample thingy that Cinelli will send you. It has... yellow is the PY153. It has their opera pink and Cinereous blue, I think. So it's basically kind of a cyan, magenta, yellow triad. And it felt like the challenge of mixing my own colors today. Let's do this. Oh, I don't need a swatch card, I got this page. Do white nights have honey in them? I always thought it was the gum arabic since that's often used in sweets. Hey, Lucine, hi! So, yeah, that's a bit disappointing to... like, what really bums me out about Daniel Smith stuff is that they're gonna keep the lie going rather than sort of try to fix things a bit. Hey Kelly, hi! I'm reading all the comments, so we are all a little bit shocked with the evidence. Yeah! I think a lot of people had a doubt. Like people like Lindsay, or I think Dan, Penholder Art, was also really not convinced. I didn't have any like specific opinion. Or maybe it was a bit of wishful thinking, and that for that price you really hope that they're not selling you lies. Also, Daniel Smith is handling it poorly, so now it's scandal territory. That's true. Like, okay, Mr. Dude, that Daniel Smith, you buy stones for like their masses, not specimens. So that means that the stone is gonna have a bunch of impurities in it, and that, oh, all right, I get it. That's fine. That's not the issue. Is trying to sort of pretend like people haven't figured it out when they have. If they're saying something, I do tend to believe them. It's not on me to prove they're right. Yeah. He seemed to be Barbara Streisanding all over this. Hey Veronica, hi. Like it's really just a matter of being honest. Like, even if they say something like, oh, we thought it was better for our marketing to simply label them as genuine, but Since we've seen from the customer's reaction that they don't really like this, we will change it to something else. It's not too difficult to roll out new labels. They did it recently for the Primatek too, so But yeah, it's the whole like, no, you're not right. It feels like YouTube drama. Like the James Charles BSN. It's supposed to be snow on the ground, but I don't exactly know what I'm doing, so hopefully it will turn out fine. Going full Robin Hood, full cry cut. Oh yeah. The cry cut stuff is not good either. So it looks like I missed some Daniel Smith drama. Yep, I will recap it a bit. He did not admit the fact that there are pigments and they are not on the labels. Yeah, he simply said, from what I was able to quickly gather, he simply said, of course there's gonna be other stuff in there because, and then he points out a stone sample and he says like, there are other mineral in the stone. And I process all of this, but yeah, the point is not that people are saying that there are different minerals than the one advertised in there. They're saying that the mineral component of the paint is not 100% of the pigment. Hey, Squirrel Bears, hi! So yeah, the drama is that Daniel Smith still maintains that their Primatek colors, the ones that are made from genuine stone, are indeed made from genuine stone, while other people who've done some research say that the stones only contain the paints only contain a very small percentage of stone. And that's sort of the big drama. Like Daniel Smith sticks to their gun, and some other people in the community are like, but that's not true. And some people are like, but we don't care, it's pretty. Sorry, hiccup. A real and serious artist paint brand always should label correctly its paint. Definitely. I would have understood the need to augment the stones with pigments. Why even try to be so elusive? Exactly. Like I said, or like many people said, if it was just inspired by amethyst, and that's the color, and it says like pigments, proprietary blend of pigment and genuine amethyst, you're like, okay, fine, just be transparent. You're selling watercolor, dude. Hey, at least their lapis lazuli is so awful, we can guess. Yeah, definitely. I was saying that earlier. That's the only one that is definitely pure because it's not pretty. I mean, if they really wanted to game their lapis lazuli, they just had to put ultramarine in it. Basically, it's the same thing. And yes, the paints are pretty. The Primatek colors are great, but there's really a weird feeling of them being kept at this price point and with this lie, this charade, to be able to sell them at the price point. Like, if you tell me that Amazonite is 90% phthalo green, let me check what series Amazonite actually is. Well, it's a series 2, so I guess that's not too bad. Like, it's like, it's not, series 1, but the 10% actual Amazonite in it justifies the hike in price. It would also explain why rhodonite genuine fades over time. Because it's a bit absurd to think of an actual stone that fades. Like, that's weird. Mica is okay. It occurs with fuchsite naturally, but fuchsite oxidizes wicked. Yeah, this one doesn't oxidize really. You also kept explaining massive versus specimen with lapis. Our lapis is 80% pure, not 100%. We say genuine lapis because we only use the massive, which is... yeah, but... well, if he used lapis lazuli as an example, he probably didn't lie. But it's kind of not the color that people are really arguing over. It is known that that color is expensive because of the pigment. Plenty of semi-precious stone can fade in sunlight. Oh, really? Huh. That's kind of weird. There is some finely pulverized mica that I use for paints, so something like that. Yeah, mica occurs naturally in stone, so it's fairly easy to... Hey, Lee! Hi! You're on time for the drama. Sorry. I was trying to think of, like, do I know anyone who really doesn't care about the technical side of their paints? And I was reminded of the professional artist who thought that series referred to the strength of the pigment, and then that reminded me of another artist who thought that the series is like... Series 1 is student range, and the higher you go in series number, the more professional the paint is. So yeah, I guess some people just don't care. In stone form it takes years, but my mom has an almost grey amethyst. It was purple. Oh, really? Wow, that's pretty interesting. It does sound gorgeous, definitely. I feel my blood pressure pinching up already. Oh no. Hey, Temple! Hi! It's been a while. But also, if it's a mineral, it is not a genuine pigment. Yeah, but I mean... it is a pigment that doesn't have a pigment code. Trying to remember what's the coloring on badgers. I bought myself a couple of tubes of Schmincate. Bought myself. Oh, did you have to send Faber-Castells back? Badger, badger. Okay. Yeah, they wanted him back. I missed that story. What happened? I was reading the comments on Lindsay and found the person who saw the stones they grind. What's up with that? You know what? I have been censored. My comment was deleted in a YouTube channel I follow for telling my opinion about this issue. Yeah, that's not... She's claiming that the person who looked on them under the microscope is lying. Yeah, it's really hard to lie when you got a microscope. And I was very polite. Ugh. Oh, an online store sent me a 60-pack of Faber-Castell pick. Ooh. Oh, that's great. So this sent them to you for free? Jeepers, now we have Paintman chosen by proxy. Oh, this just makes me not want to buy any more DS Paint because I can't rely that I'm actually getting what I thought I was buying. Yeah, and also, like, it's kind of weird to see them behave that way. Especially when you have companies like M. Graham who are like actual sweethearts, and then you have Daniel Smith who's like, but my money. Hey, welcome back, Otto. Lee says, before the World Pigment Day commentary, one theory I had was that Daniel Smith was dyeing their crystalline stone after grinding, so they could still claim it's just a stone. On a quick side note, Bear turns 1 on Monday. Any kitty goodies y'all can suggest for a makeshift kitty? Look out Jun's Kitchen on YouTube. Jun's Kitchen. And he makes really fancy meals for his cats. Okay, his are super duper fancy, but it can still give you ideas to put something together. What are our woodland friends doing? Collecting maples? Yes, they're collecting maple syrup. They're checking if the sap is flowing nicely into the buckets. Hey, Susan, welcome. Tell them I want some maple candy. I will. I want some too. Hey, Joy. I do really like the Daniel Smith Moon Glow. It's my only Daniel Smith paint, as one small tube is the same price as in one. I think many of us have tried it. It is a beautiful color. Definitely a beautiful color. Oh, Holbein has a regular gouache. It's one of the best gouaches, actually. Hold on. Okay, sorry. When is maple syrup harvested? Spring. When the sap thaws. Blimey. Okay. A question for the fam. Who here has a favorite color to mix with? Here, I'm gonna go with opera and Prussian blue, just to maximize the light fastness. Lol. Are those Are those new Holbein sets available outside of Japan yet? I don't think so, but you might be able to order them on Japanese Amazon, maybe. Did the temperature affect the sugar content of maple syrup? Maybe. I'm not that versed about maple syrup. It's been a while since I've been to a sugar shack and gone through the sort of the tour. What is that? You're way too kind. I mean, I've gone overboard in a few places, but it will do. It will do. It's a bit weird to work with these three colors because they're quite nice and versatile, but none of them has a really strong mass tone. So they don't mix into a black, they mix into a gray. So you sort of end up with a limited cyan, magenta, yellow palette, which is weird. Because you can't really mix any great dark colors with it. Oh no, Otto. Ah, yeah. I see. I'm already setting up to purchase one of the new Holbein gouaches set and waiting for Otto to do the swatch review. I'm excited to see the reviews too. It is a pretty gray, I agree, but it's weird to have to think of a painting in terms of not being able to go any darker than that. I wish White Knights had better light fastness. I need to start finding a replacement favorite for Daniel Smith. What is available to you, Joey? Do you need any operas? Do you still have a big stash of opera paints, Otto? Of course I do. It's the best. The Magello one is so mind-blowingly pink, and then Holbein's is just so pretty. It is so pretty. But yeah, what I remember of maple syrup is that there's something in the way spring works out around here. Like everything is frozen, then it thaws once, then it freezes again, then it thaws again. Anyway, and that's sort of stimulates the sap to flow back into the sugar maple, and it's somewhat sweet. And basically they harvest the sap, they boil it down to make kind of a concentrate, and that's maple syrup. That's the part I remember, but the more details than that I don't really remember. Oh, I have my local art store is Blick, so I kind of have a lot available to me. Oh, awesome! Yeah, definitely. Wow, it's not gonna be too hard to find a replacement color, a replacement brand. And you can eventually mix and match too. I know I really love M. Graham. But it's a much more limited range too. Holbein screams at you while punching in the face, kind of opera pink. It does, and Magello screams at you, punches you, and kicks you in the shins. Use maple syrup harvesting info, it's so intriguing. Basically, the whole process of maple syrup, or almost all of the maple derived products, is just about boiling down the sap to various degrees. Like, you can have light syrup, which means that it's been boiled down a bit less, so it's still really sort of a bright color, like really clear. But you can also continue boiling it down and it's gonna become darker and darker. And then you can boil it to, like, since it's a syrup, you can boil it to like the candy point, and you can make candy with it, you can make taffy, you can make butter with it by whipping it at a certain point. It's really intense. That opera is intense. It's the best opera, honestly. It's probably zero light fast, but it's so punchy. Chatty Kitty, not here. The cats are fast asleep. Imagine if M. Graham made an opera pink. I would love it. I low-key keep hoping that they make one. I don't feel like it's fair to suggest it because they're like, their paints are so great, and you show up and it's a bit like going to a fancy restaurant and being like, can I get a McDonald's burger? And they're kind of like, we have to sort of serve you, but really, you came here and okay. As you gave all your Daniel Smith watercolor paints to Dr. Otto, I was asking myself what are the paints you'd be love to use now, M. Graham. I do. I really love. I'm using Sennelier a lot. Schminke. This is how maple candy is made. How the yeah, basically. You just bring maple syrup to the candy point of boiling and candy. Oh yeah, Laura is a chatty kitty. She's adorable. Yeah, YZ, I completely support this idea of progressively getting all the M. Graham colors. First of all, the range is sort of manageable and the colors are amazing, and the price point is it's one of the best price point I've seen for paint of this quality in 15 ml tubes. I got some of their gouache too. Their gouache is great. I need to experiment with it more, but it doesn't crack and you know, rolls around everywhere. Why the Daniel Smith ban? It's not exactly a ban as much as a me realizing that I don't enjoy using those paints. They don't flow the way I like. So there wasn't any real point in keeping a really big selection of those colors if the only thing they did was give me anxiety. My auntie got the syrup to the right temp and consistency, then sprinkle a little sift of maple sugar crystal across the surface, and there was... Wow, that's so cool. Gosh, that doesn't crack. I know. Whole bund gouache is also the best. I really like whole bund gouache and also M. Graham because of what I mentioned about them being a bit less crackly. Also, like, very affordable. YZ, you're in Canada. Check out Wallack's. WALLACK''S. Last time I checked, they still had their watercolor sale going on. And they have like M. Graham and watercolor and gouache on sale. I don't know if they still offer free delivery to your place, but it's worth taking a look, I guess. Oh yeah, they go on sale for less than $10 Canadian a tube, which is silly. Like, I think those were Canadian dollar. They were like $7. And I'm like, okay. I mean, that's affordable for once. My schminke or lamb gouache is all over the place. Nice to paint, but not made for palettes. Yeah. I think the only way sort of gouache and palettes is a viable option is if you paint daily with it. And sort of keep it in this state of being a bit... like never completely fully dry. They're like 25 Canadian each over here. Ugh. Core, I really like Core too. I haven't used them all that much, but I'm always blown away by how beautiful the colors are and how vibrant. I put some M. Graham gouache in a palette recently. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I hope it goes well. Yeah, Core is pricey. That's the only problem with car, the price. Here in Europe? Oh, you're in... Yeah, definitely. Being in Canada, it's like pricey, but not insulting. Because it doesn't have to go overseas to get here, thankfully. But yeah, when I see the core prices on Jackson's, I'm like, oof. Not exactly affordable. They're consistently the priciest colors in like almost all of Otto's Color Soul, Color Showdown videos. It's always like the core brand that is so much more expensive than the other ones. Oof, that's a bit too much magenta. Well, Alex has a watercolor salon, including watch, but yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier. It's a really nice sale, and they are a small Canadian store, so being in Canada, they just blame it all on exchange rates, definitely. But I mean, M. Graham is from the US too, and it doesn't cost an arm and two legs. If it mixes in magenta, I'm here! Hi! It's me, your fav! Thinking back on Daniel Smith a bit, I just reminded myself that you know how they make these dot cards? Like so-and-so artist selection of dot cards. Apparently, even those are not curated by the artists themselves. They're like inspired by their work, but not necessarily colors chosen by the artist. And I was like, oh, that's fairly consistent with the Primatek stuff. And then you find very nice flowing watercolors and an Ukrainian cheap brand called the Rosa Gallery. That's awesome. Bursting through the walls like the Kool-Aid commercial. I like Sennelier, but they are just crazy in the middle of the US. I went to an art store and asked, and they said, "What do you want that for?" Painting? What? I don't think they're curated by the artist, no. I might be wrong, but that was the impression I'd gotten. Like I don't remember where I saw the info, but Theo from Parkablog said he had a set and I thought it was his choice of colors. I don't know. I guess he would know. Hey, Moxie! Kitty, kitty, cat, kitty, cat, cat. Aw, Moxie. I still have this awful habit of not thinking about what I'm painting when, and I end up painting like, hey, I'm gonna paint this thing that is right next to fresh paint. Nothing's gonna go bad about this. It's all gonna work out fine, and it never does. Denise got palettes made, but with Da Vinci, not with Daniel Smith. Regarding Daniel Smith said, the first time I remember being sort of disappointed in them was when they released their 24 mil palette. I don't know what IIRC stands for, but it turned out that the color choices was basically Jane Blundell's. Yeah, definitely, and they don't even try to hide it. Has anyone tried Da Vinci paints? Denise raves about it on her channel, but shipping's always turned off. Well, Denise has has to be hyped about it because they sell her palette. It would be silly if she was not super hype about the palettes and the paints. If you want to check out Da Vinci in Canada, check out Studio 6. Studio-6. Like S-I-X. They sell Da Vinci tubes. I'm not super duper fond of Da Vinci. The ones I've tried were really lackluster in terms of color payoff, but that might just be my experience. Yeah, that's true. They based their 24 color palettes on Jane Blundell's selection, and they don't even mention it anywhere, which is IIRC, if I recall correctly. Oh, thank you. Whenever I see it, my brain just goes to MIRC. A very old chatting platform. I said to Ev that we need to release Ev's Grey and Otto's Grey, definitely. Yeah, Steve's palette is made from Daniel Smith paints, but is not made specifically by Daniel Smith. When I pulled out my Da Vinci pans, they weren't full. They are shaped sort of like flat V's. Is that a bit like the Winsor & Newton pans? What company would we release them through? I'll have to go with Sennelier, just because it's their paints I use to create the gray like most of the time. I speak Canadian French. That's my native language. English is my second language. It's got to be showing somewhere, I mean. Oh, hey, which Da Vinci colors have you tried? I don't really remember, because I sent them along to Otto, and then I sold the tubes I had to Elizher, I think. Oh, Jesus, Misha, what? Is he okay? Mine is a mix of Holbein and DS, so, Oh, that's tricky. I'm glad you've been enjoying them, because I was not. I tried painting with them twice, like the same painting, and I was just like, ugh. I was like, oh well, I guess that will have to do. He's okay but shook. Good grief. Geez, definitely. What? Did what happened then? Like, did the police did the police show up, or did he sort of fill out some sort of paperwork, complaint, or how does that work out? I live in Podunk, Indiana. I hope your son will be able to, if needs be, see a therapist for that kind of stuff, because it sounds really traumatizing. The cops took a report but thought anything would come from it. The stores in the area have outside cams. No star. Ah, damn it. Just ordered 80 bucks. Did you get it from Wallach, Stephen? They're great. They're really great. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad, Stephen. Gotta support the small local places as much as possible. Schminke is amazing at being consistent. I agree. That's like their whole shebang. Blooms, they're more about paper and water control than the paints themselves generally. Yes, certain paints will maybe bloom easier than other, but it's since blooms happen by wetness contrast between two areas, it's more often than not about that and paper rather than the paints themselves. Did you say something about Studio 6 earlier? Yes, I mentioned them because they are the only Canadian place I can think of that has Da Vinci paints. And a bunch of other super awesome stuff, but yeah. Criminalizing homelessness is such a bad look. Winsor & Newton is very reliable too. That's my nickname for them is the Old Reliable. Because they're in like almost every art store will have Winsor & Newton, and they are very classic. Oops. I'm painting off screen. Did they give your son the day off, Emisha? Like that's the least of things, but... That sounds really cathartic, Otto. I'm so achy from taking our old kitchen apart. Turns out I enjoy destroying things. Oh my gosh. It sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest. No, he had 2 hours to go, but I think they let him not do a whole lot except sit in the office and file the report. Okay, phew. I'm glad. I mean, it's... I'm just, like, there's a tiny bit of relief that it wasn't just brushed off like that. Oh my gosh, take out a gun at a fast food joint. Are you... What? Hey, Barbara! Hi! Welcome, welcome! To be clear, I'm taking things apart well enough for someone else to put it back together in their place, but still, it's very satisfying. It looked satisfying to try and get the tiles out, and then when one finally pops out, like that moment, that looked really satisfying. Oh god, those tiles, those are not the fun part. They've been such hard work. But how satisfying is it to finally pry them off? It is a badger indeed. I have to get going early. Hey, it's been great to catch up with you, Izzy. You're always welcome around. And I hope you find some time to paint and enjoy painting. And I think you're on the Discord, right? But if not, check it out. That's a great autocorrect. Be right back. Goons make a snack. Oh man, a snack. We haven't started talking about food yet. No, but I think we will soon. Aw. Well, good luck, Joy. I hope you manage to fall asleep. And thank you for showing up. Hey, no worries, Amisha. I think everyone is sending you big hugs. I recently sort of realized that I can make ramen noodles, you know, and add some form of cream in the broth to make it creamy ramen. And I use soy cream, and it's really delicious. If you should start streaming on Discord occasionally, I think that would be fun. What's different? What's the appeal of streaming on Discord? Is creamy ramen good? It is amazing. I know we really enjoyed it. And it sort of... Like, regular broth ramen is delicious, but creamy ramen sort of elevates it to being sort of fancy and comfort foodie a bit more. What's the best thing you guys have eaten this week? Everyone who joins the call would also get to talk. Also, I guess that might be slightly chaotic. Yeah, ooh, that would be chaotic. Ooh, a salad with gnocchi. Mmm. That sounds amazing. I had a pizza last night, so that was really good. Made some yummy stroganoff this week. Ooh, wow, you guys had great stuff. My mom and I made a white sauce with ground pork to go over spinach and ricotta ravioli. Wow. I made sweet potato chili with cornbread dumplings. Whoa. Chinese food today. Oh, yum. I made cilantro lime black bean soup from scratch from dried bean. Whoa, that's next level. So good with avocado and tortilla strips on the top. A friend is going to pick up a bowl today. Aw. Popcorn with butter and Parmesan cheese. Ooh. Dude, that sounds super fancy. Cornbread. Dumpling. Yep. Like gnocchi too. Like basically anything that is a ball of dough. Fresh asparagus sauteed in butter, garlic, and balsam. Ooh. Thank you, Emmy. Hi, Emmy. Hi, sweet girl with the beautiful green eyes. Oh, it's so funny when cats type stuff, or any pet, mind you. I got Indian food last night. I tried a really tasty okra curry. Ooh. Is climbing in Marine's window for extra cilantro. I like cilantro too. I would take, like, Paulo, give me your cilantro, I'll take it. I had this dish that's like steamed ground meat and egg. Ooh. Not sure what it's called in English. What do you call it? Cilantro equals soap. I don't have the gene that makes it so I find that cilantro tastes like soap, so I'm okay with that. My mom got us some raspberry white chocolate turtle. Whoa, that's fancy. Wow. And some strawberry. I had the red. Wow. That was the good time for outdoor grown baby cilantro. Aww. Hey, welcome back, Otto. English doesn't translate words, it just steals them, especially when it's food. Oh yeah. Meat pancakes, steam. That sounds lovely. I won't try to read the the actual name, but it sounds delicious. I've made like burger patties in the past where you mix an egg and a bit of stuff in it, and it really makes for a great texture. It's really yummy. We're talking about food, Otto. We moved on to food. I asked what was the best thing that people ate this week. Oh, have a great lunch, Phoebe. I've asked and now my taste buds have unrealistic expectations. Oh, I didn't know that. Elise, that's really interesting. Elise says, I have a collection of about 100 semi-precious stones and it is always advised that you don't keep them in direct sunlight. Huh. That's a funny question. What's something that you're being told you're good at preparing food-wise, but that you won't eat yourself? Guacamole without cilantro is avocados, basically. Two bags of avocado, ooh. Hey, Salome, hi. It's coriander, I think. I make good pancakes, but I have gluten sensitivity. Oh no. Gyudon. Husband loves the one I make, but I'm not bothered. Huh. Gyudon, that... What's in that one? Is it the one with beef? Breakfast mochi muffins. Beef and lots of onion. Ooh. It sounds really tasty because I know it's not like lean, tasteless beef in there. Like it's the thin, I think it's the thin, fatty slices of beef. Oh man. Vegan chocolate chip cookies made by my husband, so they taste. Ooh, wow. Whoa, that's a skill. I'm getting so hungry. That's something that always ends up happening in here. I'm vegetarian, but apparently I make good roast chicken. I hate plant-based, but not spinach mush. Oof. No. Spinach is at best when it is just like slightly blanched. Like just a bit in hot water, but it has to be like bright green still. Sorry. What food do you love and you can't understand why your partner can stand them? Oh, that's a good question. Hey, Fairy Dust, hi! It's really awesome that you checked in. Hey, happy early happy birthday, Val. Trying to think. What food do you love and you can't understand why your partner can stand them? There has to be something. I gotta say though, Mr. E has been really expanding his taste buds in all the years I've known him. And I think that with him the issue is more a thing of texture rather than taste, so... Hold on, I'm trying to think. Mine loves avocado, but all I taste is grass mush. Oh no! Oh no! I live on garden tomatoes. My husband hates raw tomatoes in most applications. Oh no. Are we talking food? Yeah, what else? I made a giant lasagna today. It was ridiculously heavy. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I love seafood and my partner can stand that. I thought, did you say what was yours? Is it that gyudon bowl? I mean, I can eat Nutella with a spoon and handsome looks on in borderline horror. Oh no. Beets just taste like soil to me, same. But I mean, trying to think of something that both of us here don't like have different opinions of, but for most things we dislike the same stuff. I like Beats' husband doesn't. Blech. Ridiculous, only one was... What are you talking about, Barbara? What am I missing? Guillaume. Hold on, I'm gonna ask him. Okay, I'm back. We couldn't find anything. Everything in this conversation is making me hungry. Oh no! That's usually where the live streams take us, Fanny. Hey, Okuni, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great weekend and give some pets to the Marmalade crew for us. I just asked the husband, he said natto. But it's not like I adore natto, I just don't mind him. My sweetheart liked this orange fish soup that comes in a bottle. Ooh, that sounds so weird. Yeah, we don't have anything here where one of us really adores something and the other one hates them. Yeah, same. Natto is adorable and amazing. Well, natto is technically alive. It's fermented or something. I can't wait to raid Konbini in Japan. Oh man. Natto is just one of those things where if you're brought up on it, it's fine. If not, you'll die. So it's a bit like Vegemite in that way. Yeah, natto is alive. It's a culture of something. Oh, arugula. Hey, see you later, Fanny. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great week, and I hope you get some time to play with your paints too. When we finally get to Japan, I'm gonna gain so much weight. I doubt it, because the portion size are good over there. I mean, I'm exaggerating a bit, but it's a really different setup than it is anywhere else. There was a blog post I read some time ago about a dude who went to Japan, and his first reaction on getting over there was he got really nervous because he was realizing that the portion sizes of everything were much, much, much smaller. And he was like, oh no, I'm gonna be hungry all the time. And he quickly realized that he wasn't going hungry and it was just fine. So yeah. Like, it's not the same mindset of total disregard of human health over there, I feel. Fried chicken in Japan. Oh man. Americans, so no portion size will ever compare. Yeah, that's it. It's a bit off-putting. It's really easy to have low-carb diet in Japan. Impossible over here. Oh, you would think. What, you just have to skip the rice on everything, I guess? I can eat as much as I want and never gain weight over there. Oh, that sounds like a dream. What is the top food both you and your partner adores? Oh, dang. Cookies? Maybe? Does that count? And vending machines are everywhere in Japan, from what I understand. I love that you can get fresh eggs in vending machines. Like, fresh, that day fresh. It's not something you would see here, definitely. Anything with a ton of chipotle. Fried rice or pasta, or chicken katsu curry, lentil soup, Japanese curry. Ooh. Anyway, got to go. Hey! Have a great weekend, Fairy Dust. Thank you so much for stopping by. Cheeseburgers. See y'all at the Discord. Yep. We love to cook lasagna, homemade pasta and sauce. Whoa, that's fancy. Takes forever to do, but it's fancy. Shabu shabu. What is shabu shabu? This list might grow. Chili con carne or chili paneer. And Indian food and sushi. Oh wow. Oh, happy birthday, Lee's nephew. Steaks. Is shabu shabu hot pot? I'm thinking of going to Japan once quarantine is over, but there's so much I want to do. I think I'd go mad trying to plan the trip. Oh no. We have a weird division because Hubs loves Mediterranean spice, and those fit the perfume model for me. Oh, so for you that smells like perfume. Chili's garlic lime makes me happy. Aw. All of the sushi. Bye, Lee. Have a great weekend. Shabu shabu is only the most amazing thing in the world. Thinly sliced meat, you dunk it into the nabe until it's cooked. Cooked with lots of... Ah, yakiniku. I just had a moment in my brain. Okay, so over here we have a thing we call, sadly enough, we call it Chinese fondue. But it's basically shabu shabu. And I'm fairly convinced that there's a Chinese equivalent too. So I'm like, oh, that's where it comes from. I see. Egg vending machines. Yeah, I was watching a video once. I didn't watch all of it because the premise of the video was really stupid. But it was basically this dude living in Japan, and it was the middle of the night. He was drunk and going back home after drinking all evening in a bar or something. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna make gohan tamago. Like rice, like hot rice with fresh eggs in it. And if I know right, the idea is that you get piping hot rice freshly cooked and you mix in a raw egg and it will sort of cook partly in the hot rice. But like I said, the dude was drunk, so he was like, okay, I'm gonna get my eggs, and he goes to a vending machine in the middle of the night, and it's full of little bags of fresh eggs, like uncooked fresh eggs. And I was like, what? that's special. Only top three herbs and spice. I'm gonna be super boring, but cinnamon, pepper, and salt, if salt counts. Tamago kake gohan. TKG. It's husband's and my mom's common language. Tamago kake gohan. But it looks like over here it's absolutely not amazing because the eggs we get here, they're like super basic. But after seeing like the eggs in Japan, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I see the appeal. 3 sauces. Grace hot pepper, HP sauce, and sriracha. Huh. 3 sauces, soy sauce, ketchup. Mustard. Of course, salt counts. It's the most important one. Yeah, you have to get really good eggs to do TKG. Like really good, really fresh. And it's not something that is very easy to find around here. Perhaps if you live close to a farmer's market, you can get like eggs that are fresh from that morning, but otherwise it's just not the mindset here for eggs. And I know why it's not your your common ground, Otto. We share the same dislike of partly cooked egg. Whoa. People get really into formulating the best TKG recipe. Is ketchup and mustard a sauce? Why wouldn't it? Is it a condiment? Oh, it's condiments. Oh. There's one sauce that I really, really like, but it's such a conditional thing. It's when a restaurant has General Tso chicken the way I like it, the sauce is amazing. But that's so conditional. Oh, other half can hear this and is now dreaming about eggs and rice. Bleh, to partly cooked egg. Oh my god, I know. The word for it in French is so gagging to, like, say you're making an omelette. In English, it's called a runny omelette. It's like, oh, okay, but in French, it's baveux, and it basically refers to like when it's close to the word we use for drool, and it's just like, bleh. No, thank you. Bye. Do we have to count it if we make it ourselves? What do you mean? Ooh, tartar sauce. Hey, Yuri, hi. Barbecue. Oh, barbecue sauce. I always forget about barbecue sauce, but it's so good. Like, a good barbecue sauce is amazing. With the smokiness in it, oh man. Everyone's favorite top Chinese dish. Well, I mean, I love General Tso, but it's not... It's more American than... Like, if we are talking, like, not traditional stuff, definitely General Tso. It's General Tao in French. Baboso in Spanish. What is that? Peking duck. Mukugai pan and General Tso chickens. But that's American Chinese food. High five on the General Tso. Barbara. Yes. Give me the fried chicken with spicy sweet ketchupy sauce. Dim sum is amazing, but you kind of have to go over there. I don't think they delivered dim sum. Worcester sauce on burgers. Well, it goes really good with burger, the anchovy sauce. I really, really love Hawaiian food. Oh man, I don't think I've ever had any. What's everyone's favorite non-native cuisine? Ooh, Otto is on point with the question today. I think mine is definitely like something like Japanese. Years ago, I might have said Italian, but what I like of Japanese food is that they don't tend to put dairy in stuff. Oh no, Elise. You can have more than one favorite. I really like Korean food as well, but it's kind of difficult over here to get good Japanese cuisine. I ate some really amazing stuff when I went to Toronto a few years ago. Oh my gosh. It was so good. I was like, oh no. Like, food-wise alone, I would move here just for the food. There is one place where I go and I always take the salad, so that says a lot. If I go somewhere and stick to taking a salad, that means that there's something in that salad that is out of this world. Oh my god, yeah, you win at this, Otto. Because Japanese food is your native food, so it's like you already win. A lot of us are stuck with like the standard American diet, aka SAD. And that kind of blows. Like, no wonder. Mexican Tex-Mex in the UK is atrocious. Oh no. Sounds really sad, but I'm sort of not surprised. I have a local fusion restaurant that does Nordic Korean. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds so good. Tex-Mex is code for cheese. Cheese and like the what's the word I'm looking for? Taco spices, I feel. I went to Australia with my sister. After a couple of days, she just made a comment about how she hadn't seen a Mexican restaurant at all. I was like, they aren't attached to Mexico? They really are not. I love Mediterranean cuisine, but that's my cuisine. Ah, oh, you're lucky as well. We have South African barre for our wedding food. What is that? Sounds amazing. It's a good thing that watercolor is not like acrylic and that it doesn't dry after being idle for a few minutes. Because I would ruin so many brushes during the live streams. It's like South African version of barbecue. Ooh. I love that about Recollet. I know, me too as well. Can you imagine? Easy brush cleaning. Oh yeah. And when you paint in acrylic with big brushes, so stressful, sorry, to like have this effect of having to make sure that there is absolutely no paint left in the brush. But the big ones, they're super hard to clean. Well, even if in watercolor, if there is a bit of paint left in the middle of a big brush, it's not gonna ruin the brush. It's a braggy. Yeah. Back after some technical. Welcome back, Ginger. I was thinking of it because one of the canapes is barbecued peppers. Oh man. If you're not hungry at this point, well, I don't know what to tell you. I hope everyone has snacks. Oh man. Last week I made a milk chocolate brownie and it turned out like a chocolate bread pudding. I just like food in general. If it doesn't try to eat me, I'll try eating it. That's a good approach. Are you a noodle fan or a pasta fan? Oh. Yeah, both. Whatever has carbs in it. Yep, give me all the carbs. I'm there. With you, Amisha. I definitely am hungry, but my Crohn's is being a jerk. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. It looks so unpleasant. Like I've had a few colleagues, teachers that had crons too, but it just seems painful and annoying, which is like, ugh. T'as-tu faim toi aussi?
C'est mon estomac qui se repasse.
I'm not hungry and you know why? Because I just had dinner. Oh no. Well, oh yeah. I'm lucky enough to be a crone, not have crons. That's a good one. What about you, Otto? Noodles or pasta? Dumb digestive tract hugs. Aw. Okay, I have a question for Barbara and possibly Tsukabu as well. If you don't want to answer, that's fine. But I've been watching some videos about a sort of guru, and his whole shtick is that everything can be fixed by drinking freshly extracted veggie and fruit juices and fasting. So my question is how would you two fare on diets of only fruit and veggie juices from an extractor and fasting? Yeah, I asked the question I can't ask. I can't choose between my babies. High five. Is that Joe Cross? I don't know, it's a French dude. Oh, have a good class, Joey. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good weekend and a good week and a good class too. Joe's Australian. No, the dude I'm talking about is French, so I really doubt that anyone in here would know who I'm talking about, which is why I don't see any point in naming the bloke, but like I'm just very curious because I have a fascination for wingnuts and well, relatively dangerous people. I find them fascinating from a human point of view because they definitely have issues, and I'm like, what's up with that? But yeah. I'm actually a little worried because I am way underweight now. Oh no! Again, when things get better, I'm going to have to do all of the things. Again, oh no, Barbara! Skibu says poorly. Oh no. I paid a lot of money for dentures so I don't have to drink all my food. Thank you very much. Working at IDB, Crohn's and Colitis Center, I can say that's not great. Or perhaps quite poor. My tummy struggles to digest nutrients as it is, and I actually do drink some juices, but the diet isn't all juices. And no one talks about all the clothes. I have to keep my fat clothes and my tiny clothes. Oh no. Oh, don't be sorry. I hate the guy. I loathe the guy. He's a dangerous psychopath with no empathy. But I'm just curious about his claims because I don't have first-hand experience about this. Like, my impression from watching him promote that kind of stuff is that it wouldn't help anyone, really. But I can only speak for myself, so that's why I was curious to ask you guys. I met Joe Cross and I told him that he was one of my inspiration to lose 90 pounds. I didn't juice, but I took away from him that you need to change your life drastically if you want drastic changes. Well, it's possibly less of a nut job than the dude I'm referring to. That's bullshit. I'm glad my feeling of it being bullshit is... Well, I don't know, unless that was for something else. I've tried that ER. Yeah, oh my gosh. Like, if you struggle to keep on weight, you really shouldn't do a juice diet and then fast a lot. And the dude recommends dry fasting for like weeks and days on end. And dry fasting is basically you don't eat, you don't drink anything, no water even. And I'm like, that's not healthy. Fasting, technically I'm already doing that involuntarily. I have to do that to let my intestines heal periodically. But yeah, it's not exactly the same. And it doesn't, like, you have to do it to heal, but it has consequences on your weight, I would assume. Is Joe Cross the fat, sick, and nearly dead guy? Oh! Oh, yeah. Yeah, him. He was, he made a documentary titled Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And the premise is that at some point, he realized that he was fat and sick, and he was taking a lot of meds, and he wasn't getting any better with his lifestyle. He was stressed out, so he decided to go on a juice-only diet. And he lost a bunch of weight, and he made a documentary and all that. But it's not Joe I'm talking about, it's another bloke. Hey, good night, Otto. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it's good sleep and that your poor muscles recharge overnight. Take care. How to kill someone with GI issues 101. Oh no. So he's basically telling people to starve themselves. Yeah, his whole shtick is that you starve yourself and your body is gonna... It's gonna trigger your body to regenerate itself. And you can grow back stuff like kidneys and arms and... Oh, it is definitely pseudoscience. It is not science. It's not even pseudo, it's just not. The guy is all proud of having no actual training or like no real knowledge of stuff. It's what it's called. It's called instinctology, maybe. But it's basically like you can feel the solution within you. And I'm like, yeah, intermittent fasting, that's still fine because you eat daily at least. But the dude recommends fasting with no food, no water for like 2-3 days, weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh, for a year and a half. Tsukaibu, ouch. That sounds awful. Like a starfish? Yeah. That's some Julie Juice BS. Yeah, it's in the same vein of nonsense. He's a really dangerous quack, definitely. There's nothing he says that's actually like positive. There's nothing you can sort of take out of his teachings and be like, oh, well, that bit is a bit like worthwhile. I learned something from that one, but it's just nonsense. Anyone remembers the lady who went on an air diet saying you can get all the nutrition you need from just breathing? What are these wacky people? Oh, I know. They're called breatharians, I think. Yeah, and some dudes really believe that they have to be naked and expose every part of their body, if you catch my drift, to the sun. Because that's supposed to be good. Well, I mean, we can go really, really in the deep end with that kind of nonsense. No water definitely is not right. I don't know how people fall into that craze. I don't know either, but it's sad because it's not really on them. It's on the people who decide to create a platform that will abuse these people in a way. Yeah, they have a name, the breatharians, I think. And you got also like urine therapy. Like all like I'm fascinated with this nonsense. So I know a lot about this stuff, but it's just blows my mind about the nonsense of it all. Living my best. I'm not a sea invertebrate. It's mostly anti-vax people who believe them. Yeah, but I don't think it's because they're anti-vax that they believe this, but I think there's an overlap in the kind of people that will be anti-vax and the kind of people who will buy into this kind of alternative stuff. I think that if you have a health problem, just go to the doctor and be consistent. But that's the thing. It becomes an issue when you go to the doctor and they don't help you. And then you go to another doctor and they don't help you either. So people are kind of left in a situation where it's expensive to go see the doctors in some cases, and they don't get any better, they don't get any help, they don't feel seen by the doctor. So when they stumble upon random Bob online that looks like he listens to them and cares about them and will tell them that the doctors are no good because they don't listen to us, they don't know anything, like it sort of feeds into this problematic mindset. Not saying it's a good thing, but I'm definitely not saying that the people who fall for these quacks, it's not their fault, in my opinion. No, the imagery, I know, right? Ugh. There is alternative medicine, and then there yeah, but it's not necessarily clear where, like, the crackpots won't present themselves as crackpots. They will present themselves as knowledgeable people about alternative medicine. So unsuspecting people that don't know any better can easily fall into this trap. I had to go to 3 doctors before I found one who knew how to treat my tummy. Then there was a year wait to get in, but it was worth it. Yeah, same. I mean, this is not this is not a unique story. Like, I'm pretty sure every one of us can think of someone they heard that had an issue, a health issue, went to see the doctors. The doctors were like, nah, you're fine. And then the person was either very ill or passed. Like, that's not new. That's something that happens way too often. No, I don't know, it's on them too. Being gullible isn't a crime, but they're not completely free of blame. I don't know. I wouldn't say they are completely free of blame. The thing that aggravates me about the followers is that they refuse to reconsider. They refuse to think further than what their chosen guru says. That's the part that bothers me. And I was watching a video where the person said that it takes like 15 minutes to spew like 3 stupid facts. Like, oh, you will get better if you only eat juices and dry fast and sunbathe naked. And you can say that within 15 minutes and be really convincing. But for someone to debunk that with actual fact and real science, it's gonna take them hours to do the research and put together something. So, yeah, so that's the part that's difficult. That's why these people can be so prolific, because it takes so much more work to debunk them than it takes to spew the nonsense first. Well, you've been lucky, Sam. I don't know the nature of the treatment you followed, but I'm glad you feel better. Oh no, Phoebe! Different things work for different people, that's the secret, definitely. What's problematic is that when like you try to get help but no one helps you find a thing that works, that's kind of... And also like the line between does it help or does it hurt, it's a bit dodgy at times. Like Quack that I was mentioning, he doesn't help really. Oh my gosh. Maureen, what? That sounds awful. Absolutely awful. I wasn't correctly diagnosed with Crohn's until... Ooh. That sounds like a lot of years of being in pain and frustrated. That Quack's one of those guys. He either just gaslit himself or he keeps on doing the con for the long run. Yes, the willful ignorance and the cognitive dissonance are just what kills me too. I know, it's so shocking, and it kind of makes me sad and angry because sometimes, like Mr. Quack was reading questions and that were sent to him through email from his followers, and some were really distressing. Like, oh, my young kid hasn't grown at all in like 3 months. Like no weight gain, no height gain. Should I be worried that they're missing out on nutrients because of the diet that you suggest I put them on? And Mr. Quack was like, no, that's fine. Your kid will know when to grow and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh my gosh. And another one was like their kid was having new teeth coming out, but the teeth were brown. Like fresh teeth, new teeth, and they're brown. It's like, is it because of what's the word I'm looking for? A deficiency in some nutrients? And Mr. Quack again was like, no, that's fine. And when it's not fine, he puts the blame on the person. Like, he won't say, oh no, it's my diet is flawed. He will say, oh, but you didn't follow exactly what I asked. And that's just like, oh, there's a special hell for those guys. Like, it's one thing to follow it yourself, but to put it on a kid that doesn't know any better and can make choices for themselves. Oh no, Barbara, I'm sorry. Don't go! Like, I've been watching videos not of that dude, but of people talking about that dude and trying to bring awareness to how much of a quack he is and trying to bring the authorities on it and try to get the guy to not be able to spew his nonsense. Yep, exactly, Ginger. That's the manipulation tactics that they use. Like, oh, don't give your children any kind of medicine for his cold or whatnot. And when he doesn't get better, it's because you didn't do enough work. Like, talk about... Like, that's stuff that will leave trauma with the parents and the kids. Exactly, Ginger. That's exactly... Okay, let's talk about something happier. Or, I mean, it's almost... It's close to 5 p.m., so we could just end it here. Though maybe we should talk about something happy to finish on a better note. How's summer coming along for you guys? Oh, they never assume their fault. It's not their fault anyway, you know. Oh, I'm so sorry, Barbara. Like, yeah, it's a serious concern. It's not something you dismiss by telling someone that they didn't go far enough. Like, yikes. It snowed here 2 days ago. Same here. Same here. We are having a really typical Quebec sort of spring where there are days where it's winter and there are days where it's summer, and there's not many days that are actually spring. Someone I follow is releasing a new animation project in a little bit. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm going on reference photo scavenging hunt. Oh, yay! I'm always excited for those. It's so fun when you can share some pictures of that after. It's like sort of like doing tourist thing, but with distance. We are in the fall here and it's getting really good. I can finally go out and not melt. Ooh, that sounds amazing. I know, Amisha, we had the snow too, but today there's no snow. Let's pretend. Let's pretend it's not. Oh, that sounds like a really fun part-time job, Val. Yes, Maureen, I run heat in the morning when I wake up, and by 3 p.m. I have to switch the AC on. It goes from like, well, in Celsius, it's like 1 or 2 Celsius, and then to 18. You're like, whoa. Dessert hot. Oh no. So you have the AC on already, I would guess. It's much better than snow. Oh yeah, you Texas, right? Or not? Like some places are not designed for snow. Yes, Ginger. Reclaim this space as your own. Nope. We got really nice weather where I live. 23 degrees in the Canary. Oh. Oh man, in the 20s, that's the best. I really like when it's between 15 and 25. Now 19. Oh wow. Wow, that's lovely. That's some good temperature. Really enjoyable. Alright guys, so thank you so much for being here today. I'm gonna end this at this point. And yeah, it was fun to discuss the Primatek drama and get you guys' thought on it. And also it was fun for me to complete this little drawing that I started last week. And thank you so much for being here today and for spending time with all of us. And if you're not familiar with the live streams, we do these every Saturday, same time, same place in here. And also we have a Discord server. If you want to join up, it's free, it's relatively easy. And there's a link in the description. You can just follow the link and it will take you through the process of creating an account and joining. And that's where we chat during the week and share a bunch of stuff, including cat pictures. Priorities, guys. Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh yeah, that's a desert. I didn't know you guys had snow too, but oof. Oof. And yeah, take care, guys. Take care, everyone. I hope you have a great weekend and a great week, and we will see each other next time. Bye bye.